15,462 anti-sparks. Almost 20 hours of agonizing cruelty and pain just to get to here. Ladies and gentlemen, loves of all ages, we have made it, and I've kept my promise! Woo! Hello loves, my name is Potential, and welcome back to another episode of Haste Broken Worlds. This is an exciting time today, loves, because I have finally did the thing I set out to do. I promised y'all I would get it done, and I finally got it done! So for those of you who may or may not know, hello. For those who do know, welcome back to the channel, and hello to those who are, totally in the dark about this. So what today's episode is all about is finally getting the long-awaited skin that has been elusive from us from the clothing store, and there's a bunch of updates too we're gonna check out in just a little bit, just to show you guys, because it has gone, the game has gone quite an improvement, and I have to say I'm impressed. But let's go check out the skin that we've been working so hard for. Fashionable Weeboo, Snoot. Alright, loves, so the outfit we have been working so hard to get, I have been dying to get for the longest of times, and it's one of the most expensive things you can get into the entire game. And you know what the sad thing about this is that, for each of these skins, for as expensive as they are, you would think they would come with like a little tiny perk, something to help with the gameplay just a little bit. And you know what, it doesn't. Of as much money as it takes to spend on this thing, will it be worth it gameplays wise? No. Aesthetically, oh yeah, that's what we're here for, baby. Aesthetics. So what we currently have right now, let's not get too much distracted by it. So right now we have the Zoe Shadow skin. This is the original. Wait, where's the whoa. Oh, that's just the hat. Okay, I forgot about that. So that's the hat. We have the original body skin right here, and we have the shadow skin right here. So what today we are looking at is this right here, that twisted FLOPSY skin. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so excited, loves. It just, you guys have no idea how long it took just to get these anti-sparks. And it's not easy getting anti-sparks. Like it kind of is, it kind of isn't. It's just the sheer amount though. Like maybe 3,000 anti-sparks for this I could understand, but 5,000. Ooh, that's kind of crazy, but I managed to do it, so here we are. Fine, let's go. Listen, enough talking about it. But this is the twisted FLOPSY outfit right here. Let me show you the original real quickly. I want to make sure I cover my. So this is the original FLOPSY outfit right here. It's cute. It's cuddly. It goes with her natural aesthetics with the blue and the reds. But we're not looking at the classic. We're looking at twisted. So we're gonna go ahead and buy it right now. And now we've got it in all its glory! Yes! Again, I'm so excited to be so excited. And we already have it on. Do we have it on? Let me make sure. Yeah, okay, and here we are, loves. Here we are, like I promised, like I assured y'all. And look how adorable Zoe looks! She looks fan-freaking-tastic! Let's go ahead and get a 360 view, okay? Oh, yeah. She's a jester. But she's not just any kind of jester, she's a twisted jester. The kind of jester that screams, I am insane, I am crazy, because I am crazy. I repeated a lot of levels, a lot of spark runs just to get here, and I'm just so happy that I finally got here. That's where all this energy is coming from, and I won't apologize for that. I apologize for the way I'm expressing it, but I won't apologize for that. So we can look a little closer. We see she has a sun, and she has a moon, and a star thing. I think the star thing is for like the little money sparks that we usually get. I don't know what the crescent thing is at all, that relates to the game, but it still looks cool. We got her wee little hat. I wish I could zoom in just a little bit more, but I can't. Her nose is covered in black. One side of her face just has one line. I wonder if that's meant to be that way. One line going down her eye. Maybe it has to do with like that old clown thing I remember seeing a long time ago. What I really dig though are the pants and the shoes right here. Look at that. When you move around, I kind of wish they would jiggle a little bit from the for game physics. It doesn't do that, but I kind of wish it. And it just looks fantastic. Absolutely. Oh, and the gloves. We have one white glove, one black glove. Nice, with gold touches all over. Nice, nice, nice. Her bag doesn't really change, which is fine by me. And then we got the little designs. We got like the 3-dot designs for one of her legs. We have a more of a this reminds me of something from the Nobodies from Kingdom Hearts. For those of you who don't know, I'm a possibly have a picture left up on the screen. Can you see it now? No? Yes? Okay, I don't know. Let me know. But anyway, okay, so that's the gist of it, the outfit. Again, it doesn't really add anything mechanic-wise to the game, and that's why I wish it would for the amount it was. But it's not the only thing we're buying today. Along with that, to go with all of this, is we are going to invest into the item rarity spark fragments. Nice. Okay, so this is the most expensive thing we can possibly buy right now, and the reason why I'm focusing on this, so first we look at max health and max lives. I'm not worried about having extra lives or health, is because for me, I enjoy the challenge of not having that many lives to work with. And same with HP. You know, the better to show off your skill, in my opinion, is not having that security of relying on more lives or more health. So that's why max energy, of course. Max energy, I maxed that out, of course, just to be able to spam as much of that special ability as we can that we got from the Wraith Hourglass. And yeah, so spark fragments in run. So this is helpful a little bit, not a whole lot. This is the amount of sparks you can pick up throughout the entire run of each level you go through a spark run, which I already have that level 2, I think, so I don't need to really do it anymore. I get most of my sparks from just getting S ranked missions, which since I'm so much of a master now, I'm able to do pretty effortlessly. Sometimes I get A's and B's, but that's fine. And then the starting sparks, actually the starting sparks helps out so much, especially when you go to the research store. And I'll explain more about that a little later. But right now, we're going to increase the item rarity to its max. There we go. Yeah, I spent it. 10,000 anti-sparks from 20 hours and over like maybe 100 levels going through. Is it worth it? I'm about to show you to see if it's worth it right now. 200% is actually a very good thing. All right, let me go find a portal real quickly to go through, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so we're now entering the Shard 9, the Shards, not Sparks. We're entering the Shard runs, and here we go, we're watching Zoe. Oh, she looks cute with her little feet running the way they are. Alright, love, so, as I was talking about earlier, there has been some updates to the game itself, so, I don't know, how do I express this? Oh, I'm doing kind of bad right now. This is a rough start, but don't worry, I'm gonna be able to at least get a B by the end of this, so, let me show you the kind of skills I have to pay the bills. Oh yeah, and she looks fantastic. I like the way we get to see her widow feet just like scurrying around in this outfit. It's so adorable. Let's see now. Come on. Alright, so we're building up our energies, and we're about to take off in 3, 2, 1. That was actually pretty bad. Never mind. Alright. Oop, okay, we finished the first part of our, let's see, one of our runs, 217. Okay, so as I was talking about with updates, so now that we go throughout, so see we have this entire map that we can define. It's not a map per se, but it's to show you what's ahead as far as this spark is, what this run has inside of it. And if you look closely, as you go through each of these little things, and it's best to read them, you actually can read the descriptions now to see what they may possibly have that can either help you or maybe not help you. So for this right here, this is a void fragment, a strange place filled with danger, extra difficult, complete to choose 1 of 3 items. Now it's important to consider these void fragment areas right here, because yes, it may be a little bit more difficult, and yes, you see right here that you may, okay, where are we going? But that it is a 10 increase in the collapse speed, which is not too much. It's good, but the benefit is that you get to choose 1 of 3 items I can possibly give you. And now those 3 items aren't guaranteed to help you out. It's really more of whatever the game decides to give you by random chance. And then we have, and this one right here is called the random encounter. So this one right here is when you go through these, there's a chance you can meet one of the many characters inside the game, and they may or may not help you or make you kind of suffer a little bit for your next run. And what I mean by that, for example, let's say you are involved with the captain. The captain may offer an item to you. It may cost maybe 100 sparks, 200 sparks, and you can choose whether or not to take that item if it seems beneficial to you. Now there are other times where like maybe he'll ask you to possibly take a chance on a gambling thing. Well, there's a 75% chance that it won't be successful for you, and only a 25% chance it would be successful for you. And so in those moments, you would want to say no and do the 50-50, a 50-50 offer instead against him. And then we just have an open area right here, just called a fragment, a piece of old world about to be caught by the collapse. So in this one, This is just a regular level, and as you can see, the fragment description right here is increase all damage taken. By what percentage, we don't really know. We can only speculate, and it's different with each area going forward. Now, we get to go up, and we get to choose the different area. So let's say, so this is the middle point. This is 3 different directions, 1, 2, 3, and then we get to where they all intersect right here. Now, if we go to the left-hand side, it won't intersect to what the others go. But the benefit for this one, a piece of old world about to be cut by the collapse. Okay, fragment disruptions. So for this one though, we get a 5% boost for the entire shard run, which is actually really, really good. So the more increase in boost that you have during your run, the faster you'll be able to complete each level and get those S ranks. And let's see now. For something like this, this is a research outpost, a place for studying the collapse, and a cup of copy. Manifest items. This is where you can actually buy items, and I'll show you when we get there. The possibilities of what you can buy, but you need sparks to be able. So the little blue number you see right there with the little stars, those are sparks. The more sparks you have from each run, the better. And as we continue on, we see little fragments that may have 100 sparks to collect. Hey, so whatever number of sparks you get 100% times that. So essentially, you're doubling the sparks you get. However, though, and that's for each spark. That's throughout the rest of the level. However, though, the detriment is that you lose 400 sparks for that trade. So you would have to really be on top of the sparks you get throughout each fragmented area. So it really just depends on your playstyle, whether or not you want to rely on doubling your sparks, and which you could probably more than likely make your sparks back, your money, but we'll just call it money for right now. You can make your money back, but it just all depends on how you play throughout the game. And then for something simple like this, let's see, if we go further up, we see even more little goodies. So for this one right here, for this fragment, is you get a 20% discount on your next research post that you go to, which can actually help you very, very much. Sometimes you can get up to 40%, but the level may be more difficult for you to face and challenge, and that's again just depending if you feel comfortable enough to do it. And that sounds worth it to you, you can definitely do it. But for me, so I mean, those are just the little quirks I'm going to show you guys. Now, I don't always read each one. Sometimes I just randomly pick the coolest one that I think looks cool. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that route. And let's see now. I'm going to look at this one just to show a prime example. Get 50 health. That's good. Piece of an old world. I'm going to go ahead and do that because I like a challenge. Okay, so here's any place where you see like a little fire symbol with a heart in it. This is what's called a rest spot, and basically this one right here, it gives you your health back, and it lets you recharge 1 full life if you happen to lose one. You also get to exchange some items, and I'll go more about that later if you happen to get across to it. This one is a boost that's in half. I'm gonna take that one and encounter with someone, which means we get to meet somebody random. Okay, may be a better benefit, may not be. Let's see now. So I'm gonna decide to go down the middle. And I'm going to go for this one. Avoid fragment. A strange place filled with danger. Extra difficult. Complete. Choose 1 to 3 items. Okay, I want to do that. Let's see. For this one, 40% cost reduction discount on the next outpost we go to. Nice, nice, nice. Which is the next one. And finally, we have the very end, which through each of these spark runs, there's going to be a big bad boss. And for those of you who've seen the video, you guys know what that is. For those of you who haven't, I'll show you once we get there. Alright, so I'm going to make my path going all the way through. I'm gonna see what happens. Okay, so this area, for those who do know, I used to complain a lot about this area, hating it because it was just so repetitive for me, and I don't know why for the love of me it would pop up so much. But it turns out this is one of the best areas to get your rarer items to help you throughout your run. So if I can at least get an S rank, oh no, it slowed me down. That's not good. That's my fault. So that's what that does. That's what's a gravity wall right there. We do not want to touch that if we can help it. Ooh, I'm taking some damage. This is not a good run. I may have to restart all over. I don't want to, but it seems like I may have to do that. So there are many dangers in these areas right here, as you guys can see. We have a lot of gravity wells to go against, little black holes that try and suck us in. So this place is very, very, very chaotic. And if you can survive it within a reasonable amount of time, the more benefit for you. I'm going to try and get at least an A if I can. That's my goal. And here we are at the end of the level. We're probably going to get an A. Yeah, we got an A. Okay, so now we went from 200 to 280 item rarity, which is good. Had we got an S rank, it would have been 300 probably. So these are the different items we can pick up. for the first one, and it would be random every time, you can actually get 2 or more of the same items and stack up their abilities, which will come in which comes in great handy. I will show you that if we happen to do that again this round, this episode. So between these, we have every 10 spark pickups, we get a 10% boost. That's very powerful, very strong. For this one, on close calls, close call items are triggered an extra time after 0.5 seconds. I will explain what close calls in after we check out this one right here. Overround pocket watch cooldown, -1 second to all cooldowns. Okay, so your cooldowns are essentially the items that activate without you having to do anything at all. For instance, we may get something later on the line that maybe helps us increase our health, and it takes like maybe 10 seconds for it to recharge. But if we have this thing right here, it reduces that time by just 1 second. Now 1 second can possibly make the biggest difference depending again on your playstyle, and if you happen to have more than one of these. I think the max you can possibly get is like 2 or 3, so -3 seconds, 7 seconds. 7 seconds makes the biggest difference, because every 7 seconds you'll be able to use your power-ups again and again. So 7, 14, 21, 28 versus 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So that's 7, 14, 21, 28. Yeah, that's like a 12-second difference right there for each use of the items. And close calls are essentially when you come close to potentially losing parts of your health. That's when close call items will activate by themselves, and they will help you depending on the item you get. But today we're gonna go for the charge boots. So for every 10 spark pickups we get a 10% boost in our speed, which is fantastic. So you may not be able to tell the difference right off the bat, but the more sparks you pick up, essentially, the more faster we're gonna run. So let's see now. So far we got 22 sparks automatically just from that. So right now we're going a little bit faster, 10%. 10% times 2 is 20, so now we're going 20% faster than what we're normally going. Okay, this is a dangerous area right here. I don't know why I went down the middle. That's my fault. Boop. Okay. Ooh, I do not like this one at all. I do not like it. It's just so big and massive, and like you have to be very... see, that's the exact reason why. They do so much damage. They do absolutely so much damage when you hit into the beams. It's not even funny. But luckily, we still have 2 lives left, and that's okay. Whoop. Whoop. And we're just gonna go through it. We're gonna take a risk. We're gonna be a bit dangerous here just to get through it a bit more quicker. And I know I'm going slow right now. Again, I'm not even at the top of my game right now. I'm just a little tired. My energy is with me though. It's just mentally I am tired though, just from spending so much time trying to get those anti-sparks. So I hope you guys really enjoyed. Whew. I hope you guys really enjoyed the outfit I got for y'all. Oh god. Okay, so now we're feeling the speed pick up just a little bit more. It's good, it's good, it's good. Okay, and so it's not the best one, but oh, we got S rank though. I can tell. If you saw the little left-hand corner, we managed to get an S rank, and that's perfect. Now, whatever at the end of each run, so those amount of sparks accumulate together, and if you look at the right-hand corner, now we have 1,000 sparks to mess with. So we're gonna look here. So this is the. Let me show you. Oh, I can't do it. Can I not do it? Oh, I can't. I guess I can't. Can I not? No, no. Oh, no. Oh, son of a gun. I lost a life. Oh, no. Why did that happen? Oh, I didn't even get the stuff that I wanted. That's bullcrud. Oh, that was a good one, too. Dag nabbit. Okay, you know what? I gotta go back there. I'll be right back, loves. I'm gonna restart. Okay, loves, and we are back now. Okay, so between these items right here, we got about 1,063. Let's see. So we can either do a void compressor, gain 125 sparks per fragment. We can have perfect landings. For every perfect landing, we get three little health things back. And or for every 100 meters, we get 12 sparks. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the sparks, because the more sparks we can get per run, the more we can spend at the store, which would be fantastic. So we're gonna go into this right now, see what kind of world we go into. Alright, so for this one, we have the doubling our sparks at the cost of 400 sparks. Since we only had so many sparks left anyway, we're not really taking a hit. So this works out for us perfectly. So let's see now. So by now, we should have enough speed. Oh, snappity snap, snap, snap. Okay. Oh, and here we had the missiles coming. I should have known they would be coming sooner or later. Oh, snap. Okay, boop. Navigating these waters is quite chilling, mateys. Or, ooh, that would have been a perfect one if I wasn't so... Ooh, goodness, okay. Oh, come on, come on, come on. They're gonna miss that. Alright, alright. We're doing good so far. We're doing grand. We got another S rank coming along. That's fantastic. Booyah. Here we go. And with that, we have 375 sparks. That is fantastic. That works for us very, very well. Our speed is getting even faster and faster with the amount of sparks we've been able to obtain now. Oh, I took a little damage. That's okay. That's quite alright. I still have plenty to go. Woo-wee. So as you can see, gloves, there's been quite a little bit of a change. Things have definitely gotten harder since the last time I played this game. There's a lot more stuff to interact with, and I feel like there's a weeaboo we did not. This one character, a new weeaboo character they just introduced that can give us trading. When we get there, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, and it could actually be one of those helps you, really help you moments. Boop, got that. That was worth it to me. Boop, that was worth it to me too. Oh, that was not worth it to me. Ah, dag nabbit, that kind of sucked, but it's okay, that's alright. Okay, we're back here now. Gonna make a dip, but cool. So that was perfect. We can try and go for that one right there. Nice, that should have been perfect, but it wasn't, that's fine. Another S rank, 270 sparks. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see now. Not much going on here. Let me fast forward it just a wee bit for you loves. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I forgot about these zigzag ones. I do not like these zigzag ones because they could definitely get in your way if you're not careful. So we're just adding to our speed now. Remember, for every 10 that we get, our speed goes up by 10%. Which I think we're losing some of it sometimes. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if it's from when we don't do a perfect landing or something like that. Which I haven't been paying that much attention to the. Oh goodness me! I haven't been paying that much attention to the landings. This is gonna be another S rank. Oh. Yeah. 342 sparks. Hell yeah. All right, so we're back in. See, now we're all the way up to 1,892. Let's see what else we can get. Let's see. Per point of energy used, restore 4 health. Every 25 spark pickups, we get to gain 35% boost for 3 seconds, your vulnerability for 3 seconds, and gain 20 energy. That is amazing. We're gonna get that for sure. Let's see now. For this one, recyclable rocket, gain 50 speed for 6 seconds, but you suffer 50% turn speed. I can't sacrifice the turn speed. It's necessary for me. It's important. On close call, get 3% on entering fragment. I will do another one of the get 125 sparks per entering fragments. That would help us out a lot. And you know what? On the close calls, we'll go ahead and get the get 3 little health thingies back, 3 little health points back during our runs with the close calls. So when we're about to take damage, but we don't take damage. Okay, so we're already at 665 sparks now. That's good. Let's see now. So for every 25 we collect, we get a little bit faster, and then we get a little bit of an invulnerability, which will come in handy a little bit later. Let's see now. Zoop. Boop. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going? Boop. That was just a good, that's fine. Boop. I want to be able to show you guys, like, there's a way to get to use those, the Ferris wheel thing that's flying around all the time. But I'm just there we go. I'm just cruising right now. I'm just chilling. 282 sparks, okay. Oh, this is gonna be a massive one right here. So now we have a 10% increase in collapsing speed, which is nothing to us really because we're already so fast. Like it hardly matters to us. Yeah, there we go. All right, now it's picking up. So now we have to deal with these missiles coming in, these explosions. Gotta be careful, gotta be careful. Come on, come on, come on. Oh yeah. Boom. You see that? That was a trick right there, love. So at the very end of my special ability of stopping time and adjusting myself, I then use the X button to kind of dive, and it does like a slingshot kind of maneuver, which I ended up figuring out one day randomly by myself. I was just testing out possible ways to go even faster when I don't have any items or like any knickknacks or gizmos to help me out. Another S rank, absolutely beautiful. Now we're gonna have a full S rank run. Okay, so this is the area I was talking about. So this right here is a little weeaboo with the accordion, and what he likes to do is trade. So we're gonna see a hungry weeaboo sniffle. So what he does is we have these items that we've collected from the stores, and what we can do is we can actually give him any of these items, and he will give us something. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be bad. We actually won't know until we trade. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him the restorative manure thing. So on close card we restore 3 health, and I'm gonna confirm, and let's see, so what he's gonna give us back is this one right here, the distance-based health insurance. So it's of the same quality, they're both green with a little bit of yellow inside of it. And for this one I like it a lot better because on every 100 meters we get 4 health points instead of having to wait to get a close call for 3 health points. So I'm gonna accept this one, and as you can see, he eats the item we gave him, and we move on. So we got an even better item, so it was a very good trade. And here we just healed ourselves a little bit. We don't have to talk to this character right here. I'm gonna go ahead and go forward. Okay, so now those things earlier with the question marks to show that we would potentially meet someone along the way of our path, this is what I was talking about right here. So for this right here, this is actually a great benefit for us. So you don't have to read this section right here with the race results. You look to the left hand side, and the captain's offering us something. It says for every 5 seconds spent in the air we get 10% energy. So for every 5 seconds we build up 10% energy. So if we're in the air for like 20 seconds, we'll get up to 20% energy back to be able to use our special ability, which is fantastic. So we're gonna go ahead and take the item, and there's no consequences with this. This is one of those things where like we have no consequences on us at all for whatever we do for this interaction. So we're gonna take it, confirm, and we're gonna go ahead with the run. Okay, so here we are with the next one right here. So for this one, all of our boosts are cut in half, which is not really a good thing, but because we're already so fast right now, it won't really affect us like in a major way. So as long as we're consistent with the rings that come our way, if they come our way, I mean, make sure that we just don't get hit. Remember, we're looking to keep up with the S rank, with keeping up the S ranks and making sure that we, oh snap, making sure that we try and get as much sparks as we can. So for this right here, I'm gonna go ahead and aim, boom, and aim one more time, boom. That was another slingshot. It was a beautiful slingshot. And we go, boom. So we're already at the end of the one. That was a fast one. Woohoo! Another S rank, beautiful as always. 254 sparks. So this is the beginning right here. Boop, we got a little burst speed. We gotta watch out for the zigzags now. Luckily it stops right there. I don't know if it'll come back. I never have to dodge giant missiles. That's totally fine. Boop. We're just try to ignore that as best as we can. Get some sparks. No. Boop. Nice. Okay, so that helped us. So those 3 seconds really helped us by not getting hit. Connect some more as much as we can. Another slingshot. Very nice, very nice. Ooh, this ability is so amazing. I'm so glad I maxed out the energy bars for this one because I get to expand this so much, and it really comes in handy opposed to the hook and the speed board that we have. Another S rank, 264. Let's see now for this. Okay, so this is another one of those interactions things where we can get 1 or 3 things. We can look to the left hand side. We can either lose 25% of our health for an extra increase of 50% to our speed for the boost, or we can lose 25% of our health and increase our turning speed. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the 15% boost, or if you guys rather not do anything at all, you can choose the third one. The end of the world is enough for a workout, so you get no benefits whatsoever. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the 15% boost because for me, I have a need for speed. At the cost of 25 health, that's okay because we have something that helps us get back our health with 4 points per landing, I believe. Alright, so we're back at the store now. Alright, love, so now we're back here at the store. Let's see what we can get. Rocket boots gain 50% boost for 5 seconds. Interesting. Teleport and or cherry on top. On heal, 10% chance to spawn a boost ring nominally. Okay, so if we look back at the item, this one right here, on 100 meters, restore 4th health. So for this thing right here, on heal, there's a 10% chance we get to have a boost ring, and those can become very powerful, and they can be very important for you on your runs. So we can possibly get that if we want to, but we're gonna look at this right here. This is the teleport right here. This is very, very strong, very powerful, but we're gonna go ahead and get this one. And we're gonna go ahead and get this one. And now we have this reroll, this recycle thing right here. So even though we had 2, we took 2 and it was 3 on activation. We're not gonna get that. So the reroll, what it does is when we click on it, we end up getting new items that we can possibly buy. That could be very, very useful to us. So for this one, for every close call, we have a 20% chance to spawn a boost ring. Okay, so now I wish I would not have gotten the other thing for the boost ring and just waited for this one, but you have no way of knowing. This one we have on perfect landings get 10 sparks. And for this one, close call items are triggered an extra. Okay, so this would have been very good to get to go along with this, right? Wait, was it? For the close call. Yeah, for the close calls right here. So this would have triggered this again, which would have been very strong. We're going to go ahead and go with the perfect landings, get 10 sparks. And we're going to go for this 20% chance right here. Nice. And here we are. Let's see what we can do with these bad boys now. What kind of trouble we can get into. So right now our speed is well above average. Now that we have that 15% boost to our speed, natural speed. So we're gonna have to be a bit more careful because of the angles right here. There are actually some very important tricks and tips to know when it comes to being able to make decent angular landings for those perfects. That can be quite difficult, but once you've learned to master it, it can become fairly easy. Like that one right there, that was a smooth landing right there. Let's see now. That's a smooth landing right here. This would be a smooth landing right here. And for each landing we get, we're increasing our speed, and that's fantastic. And boom! Another S rank, loves. Alright, we are on a fire today. Alright, so now we're back in this area. We get a 50%. We get 50% back for all of the little shard things, the monies that we get. So I'm gonna aim. Boop. Gotta watch out for these beams right here. Oh, it randomly popped up. We couldn't get to it. That's quite okay. Let's look at, what was this one right here again? This one, oh, we had a teleporter. So I'm not gonna use the teleporter in here, because for this one, I want to mainly focus on our speed. But so far we're doing pretty well still, because now we are still at an S. If you look at the left-hand corner, we're still having our S ranks coming along. So we hit that ring, booyah. We're timing ourselves just right. Okay, so I'm not gonna get that ring. I'm telling you that right now. We're doing very, very good, very good. Keeping up that S rank, and we are at the end. Booyah! Okay, and again for these worlds right here, the better the run you do, the rarer the item you can get. So now we have a 300% increase to our rarity find. Let's see what we get. For this one, restored 2 health per 10% boost. That's very powerful. It's very strong. And this is all dependent on our boost, in which we have a very large increase in our boost. These are the experimental thrusters. So for each non-perfect landings. Okay, so we get a natural increase, a 25 boost to our already massive speed. But for every time we do a non-perfect landing, we lose 5 points of our health. Now I don't really like that. That's a bit, 5 plus 5 plus 5, it adds up after a little while, so I don't like that. On this one we have and close call items are triggered for an extra. So okay, so this is what we saw back at the store. So now that we weren't able to get it the last time, we can actually get it for free right now. So between this one and this one, let's see now. It would be cool to have our health increase. I believe we have something to our health for every health increase. Oh gosh, this is hard. Since we already have something for our health increasing for our boost, we're gonna go ahead and go for the close call thing. Nice. Alright, and we're going to continue with the run. So now we're in this area right here. So this has to be one of the areas that has gotten the most improved. Updates ever. And I really, really like it. It's a lot more challenging, and it's a lot more difficult to navigate, but it's a heck of fun for sure. to be able to just master this area right here, especially with the amount of boost that we have. That is for us. Boop, boop. Oh, we took some damage. That's okay. That's all right. We're still ahead of the game. Boop. Boop. Let's see. Boop. Okay. Got another ring right there. Boop. So the secret to this area right here is try to stay as... Oh, snap. We took a little too much damage. That's my fault. So the secret to the area right here is try to stay as low to the ground as possible. We don't really want to go that high up in the air, so we're going to try and keep low with our X button. And we're already at the end of the level. What am I talking about? It's not even necessary. Another S rank. Hells to the yeah. Alright, we're back at the store. Alright, so we're back at the store again. What else can we buy? Restore 2 health. Let's see, restore 4 health per... Okay, I think we already have that, right? Yeah, we already have that. So if we were to get 2 of these, we'd be able to restore 8 of our health. So wait, with that, let's see. Pick up, gain boost, 25 sparks, 1 health. On healing, 10% chance to spawn a boost. Okay, so if we get 2 of those bad boys, so if we get 2 of these, restore 4 health, 10% chance per heal. It won't really change anything. It won't stack, I believe. Yeah, it's just per heal per se, so we're not gonna really worry about that right now. Okay, let's look at this one. Let's see. On entering fragment, we get 50% energy increase. That would be, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that one. It's only 200. That's not a lot. Okay. Oh, we have a super rare one right here. On boost ring, spawn a boost ring randomly ahead on obstacle appears ahead. Hell yeah, we're gonna get that one. Let's see now. A timeline refractor. On taking damage, rewind yourself for 5 seconds in time and give invulnerability for 0.4 seconds. That will actually come in great handy. Let's see now. While running faster, get faster than 100 meters a second. We get we have an increase to our health by 100. That's actually really strong. They are both really strong. So we're gonna get both. There we go. Alright, and just to make sure you guys know, so for this right here, once I take a hit, I'll show you if I get hit. Okay, so we're back into this area again. Again, we're gonna go to the left-hand side. So we can either choose between, for 3 levels, we get to have a 15% increase to our boost, or we could take 30% damage reduction. We're gonna go ahead and go with the boost, because you guys know I'm gonna have a need for speed. Oh yeah. Now, from that levels, we have so many... Oh, now we're going to the boss. Okay, so now we have so many freaking items to deal with to help us with our boss fight. We're absolutely going to slay this thing. It's going to be so easy. So give me one chance to find it, and I will be right back. So, oh, as you saw there. Okay, so I got slightly hit, and I was re-round by a couple of seconds. And there he is right there. Actually, I'm glad that I didn't have to wait that long to find you. So we're going to do this. Boop! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Boom! That's 1 hit. And again, with all of our power-ups, this is just gonna be so easy for us. It's not even funny, loves. So as long as we don't take any damage, any extra damage, which the biggest damage will come from touching this machine-like creature. Okay, so we can just aim it. Man, we're gonna be finished with this in just a few moments. This might be the fastest boss fight ever. That's 2. That's 2. Oh my goodness gracious! Can we get a 3rd? Can we get a 3rd within just a few moments? Let's see. We're gonna get it. Oh, we're so gonna get it right here. Boop. This is gonna be the fastest. Oh my! This is gonna be the fastest boss rush I've ever done, loves. And that's within what was that? 30 seconds? Was that the fast? Oh my goodness gracious! Oh my goodness. Okay, if that's the world record for finishing a boss in one of these spark runs, I think I just held it, lows. 30 seconds. Was that 30 seconds? If it is, let me know down below. I may leave up a little timer thing to show like how long it actually took. But man, that was crazy. and that's the end of this spark one, loves. So as you see, the anti-sparks we got was 708. And in hindsight, it's not super a lot, but it's less than 1,000. It's just a little less than 1,000, so it works for us with what we have. So here we have Zoe in our twisted clown design. Absolutely fantastic. We have showed the rarity, our increase in rarity. So the rarity thing that we have at 300% now, beyond 300%, was it 300%, 2%? Okay, sorry, rarity was at 200%. That's what it was. Okay, so as you can see there, loves, the 200% rarity actually helps us quite a bit. It made the run so much easier. We got so many powerful items, and we actually were able to get many items. So if you loves, or any of you loves who happen to love and like this game and are playing it, those are some tips, hints and tips for you to be able to help yourselves be able to do these amazing runs as easiest as you can, but still with a bit of a challenge as going throughout the levels. Remember, get as many sparks as you can, as much as you can, as often as you can. Pay attention to each of the spark areas you go through to check out what would be beneficial for you and what would be more detrimental to you. Remember, some areas can give you free items, so as long as you're able to either manage an S rank or be lucky enough to meet one of the characters that are willing to help you out without so much asking back out of return for you. And finally, the last tip I can give y'all is just to have fun. This game was meant to be fun, and it is fun. It's actually pretty exciting. It's a lot more exciting than what it was when it first came out and I started playing this game. And to this day, I'm still playing it, even after a couple of months later. There have been quite a few updates. Most of the landscapes look amazing and beautiful. They're updated, more challenging. And yeah, like, what more can I ask for? So lads, loves, and ladies, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I really hope you like this gameplay. Like I said, it took quite a while. I apologize. It took quite a while to be able to get this twisted FLOPSY outfit, but it was so worth it. And getting that rarity item thing. So my next goal would to be for the next episode is going back to the infinity runs, because I saw some people weren't happy about the way I did that infinity one. Yes, it was on medium mode. Some people disliked it, that I was like halfway in the middle instead of doing the beginning of recording it. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, I apologize and I don't, because like I said, I didn't really see myself recording it. It was mainly just seeing what I can, experimenting and seeing what I can do in that level to get out the max spark potentials, because playing for over an hour to get 1,000 sparks is wild. So I was wondering, maybe, okay, if I'm gonna do this, if I have to do it that way for an hour each, you know, what other things can I do to be able to just make the run a little bit easier? But now that we have this rarity increase thing, we should be able to have a bit of an easier time doing the Infinity Spark run on the very hard mode. But we'll see how that goes in the future. Anyway, loves, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Woo! I'm finally glad I'm done with that, with the Twisted FLOPSY was the most expensive one there. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, see you on the next episode, okay? Y'all take care. Bye, loves!